All right. Hello. Welcome. Sorry that we're a couple minutes late. I'm scrambling to get set up here, but um, welcome. Infinipede is here with me,
Hey.
and Infinipede is the one whose concepts we're doing today. All five fossils are their concepts. So uh, there's a soccer game in 3 hours. You think we can be done by then? Well, yes. Sorry that I'm a little bit behind here. I I've been trying to make a payment for a translation that I needed for the channel. I hired my sister to do a translation for me. I've been trying to like figure out how to send her the actual payment for like 5 days. And so I
Wow.
finally got it like 20 minutes ago, and then I still had to eat something. So,
Oh wow.
yeah.
Sorry, I got COVID, so
Oh
um
no.
yeah.
You and Banana Meteor.
Yeah, I got it maybe like half a week after she did. But we're not even in like the same area of the state anymore, so
You managed to get it almost at the same time then.
yeah, yeah.
Regardless. You're just that close, you know?
Yeah.
Your friendship is just that strong. But you're feeling okay now?
Oh yeah, no, I mean I've got a stuffy nose and a cough,
Yeah.
but that's about it.
Okay.
It wasn't actually even that bad for me initially, thankfully, so
That's good. Why? Oh, this is weird. Okay. All right, but I'm getting the window set up still. Um, you sent me your concepts a while ago, but I think you were still working on them. Did you have anything new, or should I just pull those up?
anything new, no.
Okay.
Like I think the only things that we wanted to change was really with Aerodactyl, and with that, I think I can just talk you through
Okay.
like, the sort of compromise between what you wanted and what I wanted there.
Sounds good. So let me go get those. Do you want to start telling us, while I'm getting that, you want to start telling us about your just overall concept for them?
Okay, for like all of the fossils?
Yeah, because you had a kind of an overarching theme, right?
Yeah. Um, yeah, so I wanted to make it look like they were still partially made up of the rock they came out of. Um, because, you're bringing them back to this guy and you're bringing back like a fossil, but the fossil's partially rock. And he's like, well, except for Aerodactyl, it's amber, but we'll get to that when we get to Aerodactyl.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and, I think the whole thing is like he extracts the DNA from it and he's like, oh, it's a Pokemon now. And they're supposed to be like rock types, though. They don't
Mm-hmm.
look like rock types, not too much at least. Like, and
Yeah,
that's true
they
for a
have a
lot of the
shell, and you
fossil
can kind of
Pokemon.
assume that the shell is a rock, but
Yeah, but there's
yeah,
Aerodactyl. There's like nothing with Aerodactyl that makes it look like a rock type.
it's gray.
Yeah, most of it is just the color or it has a shell. And I mean, if that was the case, then like then Kingler should be rock type because it's
Yeah,
got a
yeah.
shell. You know, it's it's like this conceit we've had over the years of Pokemon that like, oh, they're all the fossils are rock type. That just kind of started with these three and has never seemed to make much sense other than that.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's interesting because I think like almost everyone assumes or kind of just generally agrees that the fossils are rock type because they are fossilized.
Yeah.
And yet none of them like are visibly rock type.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I've got them here. So we'll start with, we're doing Pokedex order as usual, so we'll start with Ammonite and Omastar, and let me make sure that I'm dropping it into the correct into the, come on, you're not. Is my Photoshop being ridiculously slow? That could be a problem.
Uh-oh.
Well, there you go. There's Ammonite and Namastar. So, yeah, you want to tell us what we're looking at?
Sure. They are probably, there's not too much super different about Omanyte. It's the main thing you'll notice are like the pride Omanyte, which is what I know what you guys called it. But the coloration is based on Ammonite, which is made up of fossilized ammonites, which is what Omanyte is based on. Real stone that sort of has like an opal-ish presentation to it.
Yeah, if anyone hasn't seen one, I recommend you look it up.
Yeah, they're very pretty.
Mm-hmm.
And then Omastar, based on once again, ammonites, but there are actually some ammonite shells that sort of separate and wrap like the one I based. There's like a photo on Wikipedia that I based Omastar's shell off of. I also think the beak, like the four-pointed beak mouth, is very much like not super in line with modern Pokemon. I imagine that it has a beak, but I did a lot of sketches with a more typical, like modern mollusk beak mouth. I couldn't get any of them to look right.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just giving it two short tentacles and just imagine the beak's under there.
Okay. Something like Malamar.
Yeah, exactly.
That didn't quite work.
Yeah, I tried like the Malamar style beak, and it just, the combination of Omastar's eyes with that beak does not look right. It looks stupid.
Okay.
It looked very bad. I tried a number of different beak styles, but yeah, imagine it's got like a Malamar beak under it.
Yeah. Maybe we could just put like some kind of pattern on there, like a cross or something, to just be like, I don't know, just to kind of center the face, I guess, but just an idea. You can
experiment with it if you want.
Yeah. I feel like the two short tentacles look a little bit weird. Maybe if their position is just a little bit different, maybe that'll be enough, but
yeah, I don't mind.
Yeah. All right. Well, these are pretty straightforward. So maybe we can finish in time for the soccer game. Let's see. Do you have an Ammonite pose preference?
Dabbing.
You like the last one?
Yeah, I like the last one. I mean, the other two are basically the same. They're just facing different directions.
Oh, maybe I should just gonna extract the two separately so that I can have them not taking up the entire screen.
Yeah.
I'm wondering. I forgot to make the stream public early, like I normally try to. I see we have a good number of viewers, and we have Mage Classic, and Courtney says that she's going to be a little bit late, but she was in the chat earlier. Tomato and Wahoo Goat are all here. Thank you for being with us. I hope that that more people will eventually get their notifications and show up. Normally, I try to make the stream public about half an hour before we start, or even longer than that. But today, because I was kind of scrambling, I forgot to until like 20 minutes ago. So, all right. I can put you in this little corner. Oh, I forgot to turn on the background music, and we might need it today because we're one person short for conversation purposes.
Sorry, I'm probably not going to be the greatest conversation partner. I'm just trying to
survive.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like I said, I feel all right. It's just like I'd rather be laying down.
I mean, we're not looking at you. As far as we're concerned, you could be lying down and we wouldn't know.
Yeah, but I would need to swap to my phone mic, which probably isn't as good.
Fair enough.
Yeah. I should probably just figure out something to keep my brain like occupied. Maybe I'll go grab some of the Warhammer stuff I bought and start snipping them apart.
All right, we've got music now.
Woo!
Charon is here, busy with a tournament. We'll be checking in on stream anytime you're waiting for a new round. I think this is one of those Victory Road tournaments that Charon is in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And I know that. I know that Ethan might join on voice chat later.
Oh, that's cool.
He's also busy at the moment.
Oh, yeah. That would be cool, though, to have Ethan come in.
I like that you made the shell sideways. Like, relative to...
Wasn't my intention.
It wasn't? Okay.
No, but it looks, if you like it, it looks fine to me, so. I just drew it without,
anatomically what the actual ammonites looked like. I don't know what orientation their shells were in. But
I don't... It's been a while since I drew this.
Yeah. But, no, I think that I like that it's kind of asymmetrical.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a little bit unusual, but I like it. I suppose it might make it a little bit more challenging for me to draw it dabbing with the sideways shell, but
you don't have to do that pose if you don't want to. I just like the dab.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Did you like change the orientation of the style of the tentacles in any specific way? Like, it looks like the middle tentacle is kind of thicker and longer. Is that something that you did intentionally?
No, not
Okay.
intentionally.
I know that you don't always sketch like super, I don't know, super precisely. Like this is exactly like the, you know, number and size of tentacles that I want. So
No,
always good.
yeah, I don't. I typically don't do that. So
Yeah, so I just always good to double check what was intentional and what is just the way that you happen to have.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like I think I'd rather have like all the tentacles be sort of the same size, because you'll notice with around the same size. You'll notice with Omanyte, like on those top two drawings especially, he's got like the two larger arm tentacles, and then the rest of them, like, I don't know if those are like leg tentacles or what, but it makes it look like he's got like a mustache.
Yeah, there's like the two kind of arms, and
Yeah.
they're separate from the.
But if you look on the one on the bottom, they're all more or less similar size and shape.
Yeah, there's still two that are a little bit longer, but they are
Yeah,
they're
but
not
they're
as
not-
distinct as the other ones. The other two.
Exactly. Like I prefer that look over the mustache tentacles.
Okay. I'm gonna put the chat on the screen in a way that I can see it a little bit better. Just a moment.
Mhm.
I see people are talking, and I can't quite read it because the way that I had it was a little too small.
Yeah, it looks like they're just saying hello.
Yeah. Alright, yes, that will be much easier for me to read. Alright. Hello, Pan. I'm guessing the particular shape and placement of the ammonite, the colorful patterns isn't that
Yeah,
precise.
super important.
Okay. Hey, Ethan. Ethan's got a new branding now that his channel has surpassed 100 subscribers. Ethan
that's
rebranded
awesome.
a little bit. Yeah.
Cool.
Yes, Charon. It is dabbing more or less in the same way that the red and blue art on the bottom left is also dabbing. Okay, I mean, I think this looks pretty all right. Like, I have to
Yeah.
make it better, but
Yeah, but no, I get what you're saying.
elbow cuff. I guess that could be what it's doing as well,
Yeah,
especially in
it's
this day and
confident
age.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, did you intend for it to have like eye, like the shell has like bumps over the eyes? Should I make sure those are there in the final one?
Oh, you can do whatever you think looks good.
Okay.
Like, I have no preference either way.
Okay. I know, I kind of like that they sort of function as eyebrows, even though they don't actually move.
Yeah. That's a good point.
Yeah. Just as, in the like composition of the face, you do have that that shape over the eyes that kind of gives it a bit of an eyebrow-esque.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess we haven't had a stream since the new Scarlet and Violet trailer happened.
I know.
How are you feeling about the game with the new information?
Oh, I didn't even watch the trailer.
You didn't?
I didn't. This is probably like anathema to say, but I've been feeling kind of burnt out on Pokemon.
I mean, I get it, but didn't even watch the trailer?
No. I usually actually tend to stay away from information nowadays. Like, I don't go out of my way to avoid spoilers. I'm just like, well, I'll find out, like, when the game comes out, or, like, right before the game comes out, I tend to look up just enough information to let me make my decision on which one I'm gonna get.
Okay.
And then when I get the game, I kind of, like, decide how much information I want from there. Like, usually I look at, like, the final evolutions for the starters, so I know, which one I pick and if I keep it at all. Stuff like that.
Right.
I do know there's, like, the 4-player co-op, though, right?
Yeah.
That's gonna be pretty cool.
That's definitely the most, like... I'm not even gonna say exciting thing about it yet, but it's the most interesting. Because... Yeah, like, the thing is that this game has not... I haven't been completely sold on this game yet.
Yeah.
Like, it's a Pokemon game. There's very small chance that I don't get it.
Exactly, yeah.
But,
same here.
But the thing is that I haven't been given a reason yet to feel excited about it.
Yeah, I don't like any of the new designs. Like, the starters look great.
Yeah.
Other than that, though, it's like, I just look at them, I'm like, yeah, it's a Pokemon design. That looks like a Pokemon. I'm just like, okay. Like,
yeah,
I want something to wow me,
Yeah, like, for me, it's less about the Pokemon designs wowing me, as it is about, like, what is this game doing differently. And sure, it's an open world, and sure, there's the co-op, and so, like, that's why I'm interested by those things. But,
yeah,
like,
same.
It needs to be done well, right? And
yeah,
that's the part that I'm
exactly,
not sure that it's going to be. So I can't feel totally on board yet.
Like, we can at least look at Arceus to say, like, that was a good game. Like, I will freely say, like, that was the best Pokemon game in a long time. But, like...
Yeah.
In my opinion, yeah.
No, I'm with you. It was... It's, my favorite Pokemon game in a while, for sure.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
But...
I mean, Lechonk is okay, but, like... I don't know, like... I like pigs, but it's like, yes, if there was it is a pig. It is a Pokemon. It is Pokemon's take on a pig. It's a fucking pig. I don't know what else I'm supposed to say. The designs just feel very paint by numbers Pokemon, if that makes any sense.
Sure. I do feel like they are. Like they feel like good Pokemon, but they're not like standout Pokemon.
Exactly. Like it's like if I, excuse me, like if I went up to somebody who has like spent their whole life like drawing Pokemon, and I said, draw me like the most generic pig Pokemon you can think of, it would be Lechonk. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like.
Mm-hmm.
And I get that, like, yeah, it's probably like an early route Pokemon, but still, it's like I look at it and I'm just like, this feels like there's nothing there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I hope that all of the Pokemon that were revealed the other day, I hope that they evolve in interesting ways.
Yeah, exactly.
Two out of three, or all three, they were normal types, and so that probably like doesn't help, right?
Yeah.
Because Lechonk is a normal type, so like, what really is there to it?
Yeah, exactly. It's like
Smoliv was also a normal and grass type, so
yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like, I am a potato.
Except it's worse because it's an olive, and I hate olives.
Oh, I hate olives too. Fuck olives. See, now, I was already missing, like, because I wanted to hear Julie's take on these. Now, because she's missing, she's the only person here who likes olives. So, she can't be here to be like, oh, I love olives.
Yeah. We're an anti-olive stream today.
Yeah.
And I mean, to be fair, we would be an anti-olive stream always, because olives are terrible. The other day when Indigo and I were in Vancouver, we went to a Brazilian restaurant with a couple of friends that it's like, it was very clear from the website that it was very authentic Brazilian food. Uh-huh. And so I was very excited to go there, but I'd never been there before. And there were a couple of things that I was just like I ordered for the table because it's just like, oh, I know what this is. I didn't even look at it. So there's these fried fish balls, basically.
Ooh.
And I was like, yes, I love those. I've been missing them. And then it turned out that they had olives in them.
Oh, no!
Yeah, I was very disappointed. And it probably said in the menu that it had olives, but I didn't see it.
Yo, that's awful. Yeah, I hate when there's a deli that's like a quick walk down the street from me. In fact, like, if I can't get my neighbor to go get me some energy drinks, I might legit have to go out, like, ignore the fact that I have COVID and, like, mask up and go there, because I need something to wake me up tomorrow. I'm out of coffee, I'm out of energy drinks. I have a meeting at, like, 8:30 in the morning tomorrow on Zoom. It's mandatory.
Yeah.
So, but,
good luck.
Yeah, it's me, it's, like, literally everyone who works for, either like pet care or fish and reptiles in the store, so it's probably some stupid bullshit, and it's gonna be like at least an hour, and I'm gonna hate it.
Yeah, like how often do you go to a meeting that everyone has to be there, where everyone actually has to be there?
Never. Yeah, so. But I'm gonna need, like, energy drinks for that, so I might actually just message Laura right now and be like, please energy drinks. Who the
The
hell's
shape of
sending
the shell
me?
look okay. I'm happy with the face and the tentacles there, but the shell is looking a little weird.
It might end too high up. Yeah, I think it ends too high up. It should end behind that leftmost tentacle, I think.
Yeah, I think you're right. No Pokemon has really grabbed me except for Quaxley and Fuecoco, says Castfarm. I understand the love for the stuff like Lechonk, and honestly just didn't feel like it. Lechonk and Smoliv, like, they're not good Pokemon. They're just meme Pokemon.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think that people love Lechonk because it looks so good. Like I pointed it out the same day. Like, it looks almost exactly like the pigs from Breath of the Wild. That's how generic it looks. Sorry, not Breath of the Wild. From Wind Waker.
Yeah.
That's how generic it looks. But it's called Lechonk.
Yeah, it's got a meme name, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna begrudge people who do like it, it's just like...
Of course, yeah.
Yeah. It feels like if you fed Pokemon and Pig into an AI, that's what it would spit out.
Let's try it with the Dolly Mini that everyone's been playing around with.
Oh, that thing, yeah.
Pig Pokemon and see what comes out. Yeah, that looks a little better.
Yeah, no, it looks pretty good. He's so cute! I will be right back.
Okay. I will be right here. Good enough. Courtney, you love how Smoliv looks? Just stopping by? Yeah, I hope the designs go well too.
Back.
Hello. How's that look? Aside from my eye sketch being wonky.
Yeah, other than that, it looks fine to me.
Okay. Do I need to reposition the shell a little bit again? What do you think of it like this? I moved the shell a little bit. I think it flows a little bit better with the position of the tentacles and stuff.
I can't tell much of a difference regardless.
Okay, let me skip back. Let me find the point in the history where I moved it. Oh, there it is. Okay. Okay, so this is where it was before. And this is where I have it now.
Yeah, it does look a lot better the way you have it now.
Yeah.
I just saw the movement, yeah.
Okay. Hello, Groovy Bananas. You are the only bananas in chat today. It especially comes out for the legendaries because... Oh, I feel like it was... If it was named something generic, it definitely wouldn't have taken off like it did. Obviously won't bug anyone for liking it, but just not my cup of tea. Yeah. It especially comes out for the legendaries because I really like them, except for the giant tire-like appendages on their necks. I like the legendary redesigns. I like the legendary designs. I do feel like they are a bit... the Pastmon in particular, I feel like it's got a bit too much going on. The Futuremon, even though I think it looks like it's a bit too robotic for my taste, but I do think that the overall design is much more cohesive. So yeah, it'll depend a little bit, I think, on when it's like animated and how they actually work in the game. Maybe it'll be fine.
Ammonite drawing. What's up, Groovy Bananas?
Yeah, the concepts today all come from Infinipede. I don't think... Do you feel like I need to like clean up this sketch anymore, or should I just put some colors on it?
You're gonna clean it up when you line it, right?
Well, yeah, of course. But I mean, like, in terms of...
Yeah, you can just toss some colors on it if you want to get done for the soccer game.
I mean, I would like to. I doubt that we're going to, since it's already 12:40.
I'm just messing with you. Go for it.
But it's just, I feel like I can trace... I can, like, do the final lines over this without having to make any adjustments beyond that.
Yeah, go for it. Whatever you think works best for you.
So... And I feel like some of the designs that we're going to do later might take a little bit longer, might be a little bit trickier.
Yeah, definitely.
So let's just do the colors. Did you want the colors to be like kind of blending into each other, like actual Ammonite, because it's like iridescent?
I don't know.
Because I feel like in a Pokemon design, it would be more likely to have like more like bands of color, which is closer to what you actually drew.
I'm okay with bands of color, but if you want to try both and see which works better.
Yeah. I think bands of color is going to work better just as a Pokemon.
Yeah.
You love the tire necks, but maybe that's just because you're a scaly and love cool necks. I like. Yeah, I don't think that they're a bad design choice, but especially on Pastamon, and eventually I'll learn which one is Koraidon and which one is Miraidon, but still, it just it stands out a little too much. Like Futuremon, it has that kind of neck, the tire shape to the neck, but it's blended into the rest of the neck. Pastamon is just like has a tire sticking out of it, so it's not quite as clean.
See, if they wanted to do, if they wanted to do an open world Pokemon game, they should have just come back to the US and made it like a Midwestern state. There'd just be nothing for miles around.
Now that's what I call open world.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, go to the Canadian prairies, where you can stand in the middle of a field and literally not see anything. Like, no mountains, no houses, no anything around you.
Yeah. I mean, I know a lot of people are waiting for, like, the Australian region. I am waiting for an Australian region as well, but a Canadian region might be neat.
I'm gonna have the same opinion I always have about these things, is that basing a region on an entire country, or almost even, is too much.
You know what I mean, though. Like...
Yeah, but the thing is that, like,
base it on a part of Canada. Whatever.
Yeah, but then it wouldn't be a Canadian region. It would be, like, the Great Lakes region. And it would have nothing to do with the things that are, like, around me, for example.
Yeah, but, I mean, it would still be cool.
Yeah, it would be cool.
Yeah.
But... It would not feel like a Canadian region because it would not be representative of all of Canada because Canada's too big, and it certainly wouldn't be representative of the part. Like if you do a region that's based on Eastern Canada, it's not going to feel anything like the Canada that I live in.
Well, no, but that's the same for any large enough country, or even large enough.
But it's not the case with what with the bases for regions before, because it was
regions of Japan, but they're not doing that anymore. They're not doing that anymore because there's only so many parts of Japan.
Yeah, but it could still be a part. And
yeah, that's fine. Which they have done. They did that with Unova.
Yeah, no, I know. But,
Unova feels very little like where I'm from.
Sure.
It's like, oh, you're from New York? Oh, meet me at the city. Yeah, sure. You want me to drive 5 hours?
Yeah. And so to me at least, Unova doesn't feel like a United States region, although a lot of people do talk about it like that.
You know what I mean when I say a Canadian region, though. Based on a part of Canada that is distinct.
I mean, I know that because you just said that, but when the Canadian region that Hoops and Hip Hop did his whole Pokemon Cardinal series on is actually all of Canada, right? That
would be a large region then.
It's just not really.
Huh.
It just has parts. It condenses the entire country into a single region, with parts that are inspired by the West Coast and Vancouver, and parts that are inspired by the East Coast, and parts that are inspired by the prairies. And,
so is that something that you have a problem with, or?
Yes. Yes, because you can fit an entire region and have a varied region in a much smaller space. You don't need to use the entirety of Canada to make a varied region. You can make a varied region just with the island that I live on.
But then it's not going to be recognizable to people from outside of your area as that area.
I know, and that's okay. Like, there's people that to this day don't realize that Kanto is a real place.
I mean, It depends. I think, I don't know. I think it depends on how, varied the area that you're basing it on is. And how interesting the area you're basing it on is. And how small the area you're basing it on is. I don't know. I guess I would have to take it as on a case-by-case thing.
I want the regions... I want the regions to represent areas that are as small as possible.
Don't think that's necessary, but that's just me. Is that only because of how they originally did it?
Well, it's because I think that that's the best way to be representative of the area that you are basing it on.
Yeah, but you can't have, the Syracuse, New York region. I mean, maybe you could, but it would suck.
Why not?
Yeah, every trainer there would be one gym, and it would be full of those basketball player trainers from Unova, and they'd all be wearing orange. Every single trainer would be wearing orange. The Elite Four would just be, the champion would just be a guy in the fucking orange costume.
I mean, I don't know Syracuse, but, they did make a region that was basically New York City with, some other
New York
stuff
City
brought in.
is pretty big and varied, though, the surrounding area as well.
No,
when you're talking
no,
New
I
York
know,
City.
but compare the area of New York City metro area, or whatever you'd call it.
Yeah.
Compare the area of that to the area of northern France.
Well, France isn't. I don't know.
Or literally the entire, whatever you call the main island of the United Kingdom.
Whatever. I don't know. I kind of like that we're moving into larger areas.
Okay.
Just because but that's just me.
No, that's fine. You can have preferences different from mine, but I want the regions to be to be based on areas that are as small as possible.
There's stuff that it's possible to miss out on in that case.
If you make it too small, you'd be missing something?
Yeah.
What kind of thing?
Something from another part of that country. That's interesting.
But then you make a different region.
No, because then people are going to be like, I can't believe we're going to southern France now. God.
Well, I'm not saying that it's
if they made a central New York region, people would complain because there's already a New York City region.
I'm not saying that it's practical or even that it's the right decision for them to make, but it is my preference.
That's fine that it's your preference. That's fine. I can respect that. I'm just,
I think the regions work better when they are based on smaller, more distinct areas, and also I don't think every region needs to have like a desert area and a snow area and all that kind of stuff, right?
I mean, it has to have an area where there can be ice types.
Well, yeah, but just look at cold storage in Unity,
Yeah.
right? Like, that's an ice type area without being a snowy area, and Unity does still have snowy areas.
I'm okay with that, yeah. Like, they're just at least, or like a cold cave or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, that, like, yes,
like
you need to be able to have the type variety in the region, but...
Yeah, like, I think it would, I agree with that. I definitely think, like, while I like when there are snow areas and regions, like, there should at least be, like, you know... Not every region needs a desert. That is, yeah.
Yeah. No, like, it definitely feels a little bit weird when you, like, when you're in Alola, and then, if I'm not mistaken, you basically, like, walk through a route that offshoots to the desert on one side, and then if you keep going, you get to the base of the mountain, of the snowy mountain.
Yeah.
And
like,
so
the
it's
mountain
just,
I can understand, because, like, a lot of really tall peaks have snow on top. But, like,
oh, no, that's fine.
Yeah, the desert was a little weird.
But the desert is right next to the snowy mountain. And you don't in Mount Lanakila, you don't only start getting the ice types when you're near the top. Like,
yeah,
as soon as you enter, there are the ice types. So yeah, it feels a little
yeah.
The juxtaposition is a bit much.
I like Alola a lot, but that the desert areas, and yeah, it's a little strange.
Yeah, I like Alola a lot too. Overall. Yeah.
Speaking of regions, trying to figure out where I should play in this, starting a new CK3 game. Figure out where I should play.
I have no idea what CK3 is.
Crusader Kings 3. It's a historical grand strategy game.
Okay.
So, like, it's set during, like, you know, I'm playing in 867. So, and I can be pretty much anywhere in, like, Europe, North Africa, India, parts of, like, Russia and what is now China and Mongolia and stuff. Middle East.
That sounds pretty cool. Doesn't sound like the kind of game that I would play, but it sounds like a really interesting idea.
Yeah, and you start as, like, one person, and then, like, they die, and then you play as, like, your heir, so you have, like, this whole dynasty happening, and it's sort of, like, telling the story of the dynasty, and you can, like, you know, take over other people, and, like, fight people and stuff. It's pretty fun. It's pretty fun, but, like, I tend to like playing as, like, religions that don't tend to get as much love. So often I'll be like, okay, I want to start over here, and I'm going to be Zoroastrian, but then it's like my liege is a Muslim, and he's like, you need to convert, and I'm like, I don't want to convert, and he's like, okay, what if I take your land and throw you in jail? And I'm like, oh shit, now I gotta start my game over.
And that is a good thing?
No.
Okay.
That's a bad thing.
Okay.
But that's the problem, because I don't want to play as, like... Because I don't want to play as, like, a major religion. I'm like, hanging out in the corner being, like, a Zoroastrian.
Yeah,
whatever.
Screw major religions.
Oh, yeah, no. Like, I tend to avoid playing as, like... because it's like you've got like a fuck ton of like Christians in Europe. You got like a fuck ton of like Muslims in like Africa, Middle East, Mediterranean. And then, like, you know, in, like, India, you've got, like, a combination of, you know, like, Hindus and Buddhists and stuff. And then I'm finding these, like, little teeny tiny religions to play as. Like, even when I play up near where there's a bunch of people, like, you know, with, like, a steppe religion, like Tengri, I'm just like, I'm gonna be Manichean. Or whatever, and we're gonna, you know, and then then you can like reform your religion and give it all sorts of dumb tenets, like, oh yeah, the priests can't wear clothes, and everybody has to give the religious head money. Oh, by the way, the religious head is me. I watch a YouTuber who plays the game a lot and does dumb things, and he did that. It was pretty good. I'm just trying to figure out who I'm gonna play next, because currently probably want to avoid trying that little thing I did last time again, where the guy was like, "No, I'm just taking all your land away."
Mm-hmm. To be fair, Tallulah, mountains often block rainfall and other things, so one side of a mountain will have lush forests, or at least a savanna, and then the other side has a desert. I mean, that can happen.
Yeah, Elite Trainer Lynn did mention it. It is called the rain shadow effect.
Yeah, does it happen in Hawaii? That is one question. I have no idea.
I don't know either. I did do some research on that sort of geology stuff when I was looking into creating my fake planet, though. So I did know about that.
Yeah, and the other thing is that one, like I said, the ice types are not just like in the cold part of the mountain; they're just on the base of the mountain as well. So that's still a jarring juxtaposition, that just like on the base of this mountain it's cold enough to have ice types, and then just like one route over, basically it's warm enough to have a desert. And the other thing is that because, and this is part of the reason I don't like regions that condense big spaces, you're putting things much closer together than they actually would be.
Sure, I can see with condensing.
Yeah, like that. If I could have like the perfect region, which is unrealistic, but if I could have what to me would be the perfect region, it would probably be like actually like maybe a part of a city, and then like the more wild areas around it, you know, with some smaller cities and so on nearby. But it would be like very small, would be like geographical area.
That would be difficult to have that sort of varied geography, though. In that case,
yeah, but I don't care about the varied geography.
Okay. You have a very different view of it than I do, at least.
I would want it to be a very small geographical area, but then done in detail or close to it. Like the way that Spider-Man, for example, Spider-Man on the PlayStation did Manhattan. Like the environments are not varied, right? But it feels like it's life size. I don't know if it actually is, but it feels like it is.
Mm-hmm. And
so I would do it a little bit bigger than that. But that's kind of like the feeling that I would want to go for.
Gotcha.
that you're in a real place.
Oh, looks like Hawaii does have a desert on one of the islands.
Okay.
Interesting. Sparkle creatures, I do not think Pokemon will last long enough to do all of the countries. I don't think the countries will last long enough for Pokemon to do all of the countries.
Yeah. Yeah. They had to scale up New York City in Spider-Man because a straight port meant that the buildings were too low to swing from.
Oh, wow.
Interesting, yeah.
And Spider-Man just goes splat. Poor guy.
Well, apparently in previous Spider-Man games that was a thing that could happen.
Oh, wow.
I never played them, but I did see some people complaining that there's no fall damage in the PS4 one.
Ah.
Pokemon will outlive us all, even the countries. I hope so. We will take down borders, and Pokemon will still be around.
That would be nice.
It would be nice.
Yeah.
I realized that I said it in a way that maybe suggested I was being sarcastic. No. I like Pokemon, and I don't like borders, so...
Yeah.
No borders would be so nice. Yep. Pokemon will do all the countries and then space, and then we all die and we do a heaven region. So, if they continue this trend of making bigger and bigger areas into regions, at least it seems like we're having an Iberian Peninsula region rather than a Spain
Really?
and Portugal.
That's too big.
Well, yeah,
we can all agree that's too big.
Yeah. But yeah, there's been things in the trailers that hint towards some Portugal influence as well as Spain. They're making it bigger. So the way to include every country in Pokemon is to just get rid of borders.
Yeah.
And then you can just make it the Pokemon world, and there you go. And that is every country included.
That's funny you mentioned Iberia, because that's what the newest CK3 DLC was about, was the Iberian Peninsula.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, so Pokemon CK3, they're on the same wavelength, I suppose.
I guess so. Yeah.
Okay, so it looks like there's a form of Zoroastrianism I can pick that makes the Muslims less mad at me, so that one. And then I'll convert out of it when I become free of my liege, so I can be like, fooled you.
I planned this all along.
Yeah. Third could just be purgatory in that case, spherical creatures. Oh yeah, my neighbor got back to me. No, she won't be able to get me an energy drink. I'll just have to go out tonight and get one with a mask on.
Oof.
Yeah. It's unfortunate, but, you know, she's, like, way over near where Banana Meteor lives. For some reason. And, my partner is, at work, so...
There's no place that you can, like, order online from?
Enough money.
That's fair. I think our grocery store here, we ordered online from them, like, once, and it was actually, like, not very expensive.
I really don't have enough money.
No, I get it.
Yeah.
But I was surprised at how little they charged for the delivery itself.
Wow.
The main reason that we decided not to continue doing that is because they brought everything in plastic bags and, like, several things in multiple plastic bags. And so it's just like, we made a relatively small grocery order and we got 10 plastic bags out of it.
Oh, wow.
Like, I don't need that. I will go to the grocery store.
Yeah.
All right. How's that looking for the shell? Okay, you guys like the shell? The music has Pokemon Cave vibes. I don't have it on loud enough on my end to hear it. The fact that it's a conch makes me think of the magic conch from SpongeBob with Fitz the Lord Helix joke. It is not actually a conch. It's a spiral ammonite shell. There are, like, that's not what people usually picture when they picture ammonite shells, but apparently that's what some of them look like.
Yeah.
Even more spirally and more, like, separated than this. Yeah.
So now I have to find a Smart wife. Okay, that one's really smart, but she's 4 years old. No.
I guess if you're playing the year 800 and something, I guess that might be acceptable.
Yeah, I mean, you don't... The problem is I need to have an heir right away. So I cannot marry the 4-year-old.
You need to have an heir right away?
Yeah, I don't have an heir, and if you die when you don't have an heir, then it's game over. Right?
I see. So, yeah, you need to get an heir as quickly as possible.
Yes.
Yeah. To continue your lineage, literally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe I should do the, Oh, yeah, let's do this, second... My secondary, goal. Making very ugly children. This woman is smart but not very pretty, so... There we go.
Perfect. Indigo says that this is a shell of a design.
Hey!
She really does love me. I just realized that I didn't try to, like, match the pose of this Omastar to one of the official ones, but...
Oh, it's fine. It looks good.
Yeah. Not like any of the official poses are, like, super exciting or anything.
Exactly, yeah.
How does that look? Are you satisfied with that?
Yeah, it looks good.
I wonder if the eyes might look better a little bit closer together. In particular, the left eye, I think. Yeah, I think that works. The second pose is the funniest one? Yeah, just arms in the air.
Yeah.
It's party Omastar. Alright, well, colors it is.
Oh my god. Talking about ugly people, my vassal's terrifyingly ugly. She is the hideous trait. She looks like she's just making...
That's a trait you can have.
Yeah! This woman looks like she's making duck face, like... centuries before it'll be invented. Oh god, lady.
Bye, Indigo.
Yes. Bye.
The second pose makes Omastar look like it's getting arrested.
What did I do, officer?
This actually looks like an evolution. Yep. Unlike regular Omastar, I assume you say that that doesn't look like an evolution?
It looks very little like one.
It's Ammonite spiky form.
Yeah.
When will my next type swap stream be? That is a good question that I do not have an answer for. Art stream. Wait, did I have something planned for this month? I actually don't remember what the plan is for later this month, but next month I'm going to be doing patron commissions for those of you who are not already patrons to celebrate the anniversary of the channel, which is this month. It's like now, basically. I'm doing commissions for anyone who becomes a patron by the end of this month. On top of your normal Patreon perks, you also get a free 30-minute commission. So basically anything that I can draw in 30 minutes, I can do that for you for free. Well, for the price of becoming a patron. But you have to become a patron by the end of this month. And so that'll be the art stream next month. What will it be after that? I don't know. Wonder what fossils we'll get for Scarlet and Violet if they keep up the tradition. I mean, it is a past and future themed region, so it seems certainly possible that there will be more fossils. It would be kind of weird if they didn't, just thematically. I liked the bands of colors that I did in the previous one. In this one, it's not working quite as well. I think I need to make it still kind of blocky, but more irregular in its shape.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of what I did with the shapes of my color band.
Yeah, well, when it was just like going around the shell, it worked,
then it made sense to...
Yeah. Good luck, Sharon. Omastar's shell looks like ice cream. Soft serve, I guess. Maybe in the Pokemon world, that's what Waffle Cone were based on. Like, we know the ice cream part itself was based on on the Vanillish family, but
Yeah.
maybe
Waffle cone.
the idea of the waffle cone came from like, what if we had an Omastar shell
Yeah.
and we put ice cream in that?
Yeah.
And we make it delicious so that everyone will pay extra to have that.
Yeah.
Unless I'm having ice cream at home, I'm never having ice cream without a waffle cone.
Waffle cones are amazing.
Yeah. They're a required part of the ice cream experience.
Mm-hmm.
Although even at home now, we also have waffle cones.
Oh, nice.
We got an ice cream maker a while ago, and so now we get to make ice cream at home whenever we want. And there was this one particular ice cream that we thought would... It didn't come out quite the way we were expecting it to, and so we felt that it needed a waffle cone to up the experience, and so
Okay.
yeah. All right, how's that?
Looks.
All good?
Yeah. No, looks good to me.
All right, well, that's one family done in an hour and a half. Let's keep up this pace. Hide that. Here. And the Ammonite. Cool. So now, Kabuto. I gotta drop in your sketch. There we go. So, what are we looking at?
Pretty dark on your screen. So yeah, I wanted to keep the idea of having them have actual rock type, like rock stuff showing. So with Kabuto and Kabutops, I went with the concept of a pyretized fossil, so fool's gold.
Oh, okay. That's why it's got the golden elements on it. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kabuto, I looked at some other types of trilobites, as well as the samurai helmets, which is where it gets its name from. With Kabutops, again, samurai helmet elements, more other samurai armor elements, and instead of, because I don't know, when you look at Gen 1, like, why are there two Pokemon with scythes? Like, that really bothers me, because, like, there's Scyther that has scythe, and then there's, like, oh, here's another Pokemon with scythes. Like, okay, there don't need to be two of them.
It's a sickle.
Yeah, for Kabuto, I gave it sort of like claws that are supposed to be reminiscent of the Jite or the Jit. I don't know how you say it exactly. But it was a samurai police weapon from that sort of era. Basically a long blade with a smaller blade coming out of the bottom that was meant to like catch swords and such.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But in here they take the shape of claws.
Yeah, but kind of like the Ninja Turtle weapon, but like only
yes,
one-sided.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. I guess Kabuto still has the eyes on top and the bottom, looks like?
Yeah, the eyes on top are actually meant to look kind of like rivets.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the legs, I guess, on the bottom, are those just more or less like the...
Yeah, like the original.
Original legs. Yeah, okay. Cool. Shall we do middle pose for Kabuto? I think that's probably the best balance of seeing the top and the bottom.
Yeah, sure. I was thinking that.
Yeah. How about for Kabutops?
Huh.
I mean, I have a favorite, but...
What's your favorite?
The middle as well.
Yeah, that's mine too.
Yeah, alright. Glad we're on the same page. There you go. So this Kabuto is clearly a little bit more angular than the original.
Yeah.
And like pyrite forms in like cube shapes.
Yeah.
Right? So is the yellow the golden crystals on its back, are those supposed to be like protruding cubes or not quite?
Yeah, protruding cubes.
Okay.
Sort of.
Oh, I just noticed you gave it 3 sets of legs. Was that on purpose?
No, that was...
Okay.
I thought 3 would make more sense, but you can stick with 2 if you want.
I do think it makes more sense, but it's probably... I imagine they went with 2 because it's simpler.
Yeah, it's a thing that bothers me about Pokemon, but I understand why they do it.
I mean, we can do 3 legs, but...
Yeah.
Or 3 sets of legs.
Well, we can do 3 sets of legs, see how it looks, and then change it to 2 if it doesn't look good.
This version looks like a cockroach. I guess I can see it. I mean, I don't think it looks like a cockroach any more than the official Kabuto does, which it does kind of.
Yeah.
The spikes that go out towards the sides, do those stay like?
Those are the legs. I just wanted to make sure you could see the legs from the top view as well.
Oh, okay. That's not what I was talking about though.
The ones on the head?
Yeah, the ones on the head. Are they like? Do they stay aligned with the rest of the shell, or do they point upwards, downwards?
They just go out to the side.
Okay.
Yeah. There are trilobites with similar looking head pieces.
Okay.
Actually, let me see if I can find one.
My question is more just to know how to point it relative to the rest of the body.
What do you mean? Does it? Oh, it'll go around. Like they're going more in towards the. Yeah.
For the next type swap, all of my type swaps are suggested and voted on during those streams, so I won't be taking requests until it is the time for those streams. And like I said, at this point, I don't even know when the next one is going to be, so. This is a bit of an awkward angle to try to figure out the, like, boomerang shape of the head. I guess that looks okay. Maybe the problem is that this is too centered.
think maybe the side, our right side might be too long. Or at least it looks it. I don't know.
Yeah. It's more like I think the problem is that it has to angle backwards and away, and so that makes it a little bit harder to figure out where it actually ends up. Maybe that's close enough. Is the bottom just kind of like a nondescript dome, like in the original?
Yeah.
Okay. Who is your favorite Poketuber, Ness? Groovy Bananas is asking. My favorite Poketuber is me, but if you don't count me, I'd say Toby.
I actually don't watch much Pokemon content on YouTube.
But you participate in it.
In this, yeah, I do this, so I guess I could say you.
Wow, thank you for such a heartfelt endorsement.
Yeah. Oh my god, I'm trying to think of like... I watch a lot of like, I don't know, I watch like board game content. I watch a lot of varying things, like reaction videos, reviews of stuff. I watch like a competitive Monster Rancher YouTuber. Couple Digimon.
I mean, I've never played Monster Rancher, but I had no idea that it had anything competitive to it.
Oh yeah, MR2 is a competitive scene. The most interesting thing about it is that it's more about like how you raise the monster and then the AI fights them together. Okay. Because the best way to explain it is that watching two people who are really good at Monster Rancher play like player-controlled monsters would be really boring, because they would wait to just get like their guts up to 99 and then just like go in and use like their best move over and over, and it would be stupid.
Okay.
So like the AI being dumb actually, you know, evens out, like actually makes it interesting to watch.
Okay. Rodriguez says me, but if not counting me, then subjectively. Subjectively is another good channel. Yeah. For me, it's Toby. And like, it's not like I think Toby is a perfect Poketuber or anything, but Toby has always been the one making the stuff that is closest to what I wanted to see on, like, that I wanted the Pokemon scene on YouTube to have. Before I started, of course. Then I started, and I'm the one doing the things that I want to see, because that's how it works. If I wasn't doing the things I wanted to see, then I wouldn't be doing this. Lynn, you watched your own content the other day and cringed. I mean, you don't make that much, so I can imagine that you're probably not quite as used to seeing your own stuff as like I am, for example. Like I I mean, obviously I edit my stuff, right? So I see my stuff all the time. But I do occasionally go back and rewatch things to be like, what did I say in this situation again? What was my opinion back then? But yeah, I don't cringe at my own stuff anymore. I think 3 legs is probably going to be too much.
Or just 2 on each side.
Yeah. Yeah, not on the back, not so much, but on the front, it definitely feels like it's going to be too busy. Yeah. All right, bye, bye, Groovy Bananas.
Bye.
It was so old, it was kind of bad, Lynn. I mean, yeah, like if I look at my old stuff, I also cringe a little bit at just like, wow, I could have done this so much better than I did, but you know, like it's not like you can do anything about that. It's not like however long ago you would have known that it needed to be better.
Saurus.
I really like the way the face looks from the angle that I've drawn it in.
Mm-hmm.
The rest of it is challenging.
Yeah, it looks all right to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you said though. Yeah, you might want to cut down on the number of legs, but
Let's say I hide that one and that one. Just move this one a little further back. Maybe move this one a bit farther as well. You used to edit on a terrible laptop that could only load 5 seconds at a How did you do that? I like pre-render my stuff all the time to make it easier to edit so that I can actually like play the whole thing. Whenever it starts to skip, I'm like, okay, I've done too much. I have to just stop and pre-render it again.
Yeah, I've been wanting to get back into making YouTube poop recently. But that's going to require me doing more, like, learning how to edit again.
Mm-hmm. Is that still a thing? Like, is that still a scene? I think that's
yeah, no, it is. I'll link you. I'll link you one later.
Okay.
Yeah, there's still a big community around it.
That was never like one of the things that I was into.
No, yeah, I got that.
Not even in like early YouTube. I didn't encounter it. I actually.
Really?
I don't think I think I still haven't encountered it. I just know what it is because of you and Banana Meteor and other people like talking about it.
I think the person who originally got me into it was Kyle, Digay.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Digay and Zarkanorf both got very into it.
I mean, if it's from that time, maybe I did like hear about it and I just didn't get into it, but
yeah, it doesn't seem like it would really be your thing, but there are some pretty clever ones.
The shapes on the back, are they meant to be like cubes sitting on top of the shell, or is it more like just a corner poking out?
More like just like a corner diamondy thingy.
Okay, so what I drew earlier was
accurate.
Was accurate. Okay, I didn't like it. I didn't like the way that I actually executed it, but
okay.
So that I was gonna delete it anyway. But good to know that I was on the right track.
Yeah.
Does that look about right to you?
Yeah.
Overall, I like it. I'm thinking maybe the spikes that stick out to the sides need to be bigger.
If you want, go for it.
I don't know, it's just like the silhouette seems too clumped from this angle. So maybe if we really exaggerate it to the point where this spike maybe sticks out like over here, sticks out the back, and then maybe this spike would be poking out down here. Maybe that would give it a more definite shape. Looks almost like an arrowhead. I guess it does.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think of it like that?
Okay. See you, Rodriguez.
Bye, Rodriguez, and welcome, Cool Mint.
Yep.
Looks like some kind of alien parasite bug. I mean, I guess that's what horseshoe crabs look like. They do have a bit of an alien look. Alright, I'll clean this up a little bit more, and we'll see if it needs any more work after that. You think the back side of the head bit, I'm guessing you mean the pointy side, is low for the perspective? I think it is too, but I think it actually needs to be low for the silhouette. I mean, maybe not. Like, maybe if it was just like almost completely hidden behind the body, it would look better.
Yeah, it might.
I'll try it when I finish this part.
I'm so pissed that, like, I told them I had COVID, and I said, yeah, I can't work on the weekend. I can't work this weekend. I can work late next week, and they scheduled me for Monday.
Oh.
Yeah, so...
Monday counts as late in the week, I guess?
I suppose. Ugh. I mean, it's one of the days I usually work, but the problem is, like, I asked somebody to take my shift, and, like, he said, yeah, I can't take it unless I get transportation. I'm gonna have to do it. I'm gonna come in with the mask on, and I'm gonna be like, well, you wanted this. I'll probably feel okay by then. It's just, it'll have been, like, 6.5 days and not, like, a full 7 since I tested.
Yeah. Yeah, not an ideal situation one way or the other.
No, yeah. I mean, I need the money, but still, it's like I would have preferred to have waited till at least Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Hello,
Ethan.
Ethan. You're gonna stay in chat only, text chat only for today. That's all right. We're speed running these. Um, not really. I mean, maybe went a little bit more quickly with the with Ammonite than we would have if it wasn't going to be such a giant stream. But a simple family. Ammonite was relatively simple of a redesign. A simple family in an hour and a half is pretty okay. Okay, so let me see if I angle this up more. No. See if you like that better.
That looks better, yeah.
Okay. I think I need to add a little bit of like definition to the face area now that I've angled it away. Yeah. Bye, Lynn. And welcome back, Charon. Sparkle Creatures embarrassed. I've just realized now that Hitmontop has 3 legs. Hitmontop does not have 3 legs. Hitmontop has 2 legs and a tail.
I always thought it had 3 legs also.
The ball part of the tail is distinctly different from the legs, though.
Looks similar when they're in motion.
Oh, for sure. No, I can see that, but
Yeah.
saying only just realized that it has 3 legs, but it doesn't.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's all right now. So let's put the colors on it. I'm guessing you want the colors to be darker than they are in the original?
The original colors. That's all I had. You know,
Oh, okay.
I'm working with a limited amount of
Yeah,
colors.
yeah. It's just, it looks significantly different, so...
Yeah. It's also me trying to make the background of the not look like super papery, you know?
Oh, okay, fair.
Adjusting the contrast and all that.
The colors on the 3 different official arts here are all quite different. Is there one that you prefer?
I kind of like the. I'm stuck between the top one and the bottom one.
Between the top one and the bottom one. Okay. I'll go for the top one.
And then if that doesn't look right, you can work
Sure.
with the bottom
Yeah.
one.
Pokemon Home tricked you.
I've put a Hitmontop into home yet, so.
Yeah.
Or if I have, I haven't looked at it close enough.
like I don't think a Hitmontop is a particularly like inspired design or anything,
Oh, it's-
but it is based on a Brazilian martial art that like is one of the sports that I grew up doing, so I just automatically liked it for that.
Do it, Jenkins.
Gotta make some Libra's Hitmontop art. All right, I will be happy to see it. Are the legs supposed to be white?
Yellow. Or actually, no, I did make them white.
Yeah, you did make them white. I just wasn't sure if that was.
They were supposed to be white, yeah, or at least like silvery.
Right. Yeah. Okay, I'll steal a gray from your paper. Yeah, I do, because I think the legs might be a bit too bright against the darkness of the rest of the art, so like the legs like catch your eye a lot more than they would or than they do when they're yellow. But
okay, yeah, gotcha.
Yeah. Maybe it would look a little bit better if the shell was darker, more like the modern official art.
Yeah.
Oops.
Yeah, try the modern one. Sorry you weren't able to stay until Kabutops, Peter, but I hope you have a good night.
That's too bad. We're about to get to it.
Yeah.
Okay, just doing the like base color of the modern official art, I think, is like it doesn't have enough contrast.
No, it definitely doesn't.
So I'm using the shadow color from the modern art. Maybe that's a little bit better.
Okay. Yeah. I'll wait. Yeah, that looks better.
Okay, I'm satisfied with this.
Yeah.
So, Kabutops.
Mhm.
You'll have to forgive me, but for this pose, I'm gonna draw over the official art.
I don't care. It's fine.
It's just so much easier that way.
Yeah.
So much faster.
Yeah, I don't begrudge you for tracing.
Yeah. I mean, like, yeah, like, I don't even want to trace exactly. I just
Yeah.
want to, like, draw. I just want to not have to figure out the perspective on everything.
And the proportions. And,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I can just, like, draw right over it and hopefully get it right and much faster.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Welcome back, Charon. Hopefully that's a good woe.
Yeah, I'm hoping that's a good one.
You like Kabutops having a rounded head plate?
It's not terribly round in the first place.
Yeah, no, not really.
Yeah, you probably did miss
Yeah.
yeah, something that you would disagree with, but you always disagree with my design, so we don't really need to have that discussion.
We're not trying to please you.
No, all I really said initially was that like the fossil Pokemon are rock type and they don't look like rock types. So I wanted to add in some, fossil-y rock elements that I thought could work.
Does that look about right for the shape of the side protrusion?
Yeah, fine.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Well, that's an opinion. Also, they still don't look like rock types.
One of my main Pokemon opinions is that fossil Pokemon look exactly like the original Pokemon did, and that they were rock types from the start. So that's the part I'm wondering about. Well, that is certainly not this interpretation.
No, this interpretation is you are not going to get perfectly preserved DNA in order to replicate an animal from millennia ago from a fucking rock.
Certainly not from a rock.
Yeah. Especially because most fossils are like, like molds of... A lot of fossils are like molds of the animal and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Hafa, welcome.
Hello. Yeah, no, that's an interesting take on it. It's just either way, they don't look much like rock types, and we kind of take for granted as Pokemon fans that, fossils are rock types, when, in reality, most fossil Pokemon don't look very rock type. Yes, I am. Yeah, Jurassic Park probably lied. That being said, we do know we've gotten some really well preserved, like, dinosaur fluff, So, who knows?
Yeah, and even like almost a completely preserved specimen of like an ankylosaur, I think. In that was like in a tar sands situation, so similar to La Brea, but it was in Alberta here in Canada. But yeah, I think even in that case, you can't pull any DNA out of it.
Or if you could, you probably wouldn't be able to get, like, enough quality, like...
Mm-hmm. Did you make any intentional changes to the chest armor? Chest and belly? No?
No, I just made him look a little more rock-like, I guess.
Okay. Oh, and it's supposed to be a sort of like a crab claw, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Hafa, did you ever do capoeira growing up? We were talking about Hitmontop earlier. maybe they're more tough on a cellular level as more ancient creatures rather than being as obviously rock types at plain sight. Galar fossils are not rock type, but it's probably because they're freaks of not nature. I'd argue the Galar fossils are incomplete because the original didn't have the rock type and didn't preserve well enough for the whole thing. But are they any more incomplete than the other ones are? Like, the Helix fossil is just the Helix.
Yeah, the Helix was just the shell. The dome fossils, you know.
Yeah, also just the shell.
just the shell.
Yeah.
The old amber isn't even Aerodactyl. It's like a bit of Aerodactyl's blood.
Yeah, it's an Aerodactyl DNA. Although, I think we're doing something that's a little bit more like that.
Yeah. I don't personally believe the theory, Sharon, but it's interesting.
Did you eliminate the spikes on the side? Like on the...
No, that wasn't my intent.
Okay.
You can see them on the left side of my drawing.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Game doesn't care, in my opinion.
What does Game Freak not care about?
A lot of stuff.
Round 4 for Charon. Good luck.
Good luck.
Next time Charon comes back, remind me to ask him how his battles are actually going.
Yeah, good point.
I mean, he's still battling, and I think that if he was, if he'd like lost enough battles to already be out of the next round of the competition, that he wouldn't be doing more battles.
Yeah, like it's an elimination style thing.
I think the format is basically the same as official Pokemon tournaments.
Okay.
So you start off just battling a bunch of other people, and then whoever has the best record, or like the X number of people who have the best record at the end of the day, move on to the single elimination best of 3 round. How does that look?
Oh, it's awesome.
Certainly looks a little bit rockier.
Yes.
Yeah. You really wonder how competitive will happen on Scarlet and Violet? Well, for those of you who have not seen my video from yesterday, you should go watch it, but my vote is that Scarlet and Violet should not have competitive on it. And they should make a separate game that is exclusively competitive.
That's an interesting idea.
I didn't explicitly talk about it in yesterday's video, but we did talk about having a competitive game that is, well, basically like separating competitive Pokemon from the main series.
Yeah,
that is something that we talked about.
That makes sense. I think the only problem that I have with that is, like, people who want to play competitively but not competitively, if that makes sense. Like, casually competitive players.
Oh, I mean, sure, you can still have, like... You can still have PvP.
Yeah.
Without, without making that game be the one that you actually participate in competitions with.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I like how Jenkins brought up the separate competitive game could just be baked into Pokemon Home.
Yeah, I mean, at this point,
similar.
like, I that is something that I kind of thought it might be when Pokemon Home was first talked about. That was something that I speculated about. But at this stage, I don't think that that's how it's going to be.
No.
But if it's something that just connects to Pokemon Home rather than connecting directly to other games,
yeah.
In the similar way to like Pokemon Stadium, where you would like insert your Game Boy cartridges, right?
Yeah.
That's good enough for me. Do you feel like I need to clean this up more?
No. Go ahead and add color.
All right. I mean, it's 2:30. Maybe I will be able to watch at least some of the game. Once again, about the color here, is it supposed to be more like almost black, or should I pick like maybe one of the darker
brown.
colors from the modern official art?
Yeah, one of the darker colors from the modern official art.
Okay. Let's see. Is that too dark?
I will wait.
Yeah.
Good to me.
Okay. I always like things that have high contrast, so
Yeah.
like a dark shell with like bright golden pyrite patches on it.
Yeah.
That sounds pretty good to me.
Yeah, same.
Welcome back, Courtney.
Welcome back.
If we can be this efficient with the next stream, then I certainly wouldn't mind lumping Snorlax with the Dratini line.
Yeah, I'm surprised you actually agreed to lump all the fossils together, but...
I mean, I was mentally preparing to be doing this for 5 hours, and like,
yeah,
we're only halfway through that, and we're almost on the last one, so yeah, I guess it'll work out for us.
Yeah.
It also helps that, like, I didn't have a preconceived notion of like what I would want out of a redesign of the fossil Pokemon.
Yeah.
And like, I don't normally have like specific ideas of how to execute things, but I do often have just like oh, like these are the problems that I have with this design, so a redesign has to fix those, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And so I might have stronger opinions about what you and Banana Meteor bring to the table, just because I'm like, but that doesn't solve the problem.
Yeah.
But in this case, I didn't have really any of that, aside from like, it's like they're kind of not Kabutops so much, but all the other ones, like, they're quite simple.
Yeah.
But aside from that, I didn't really have anything in mind, so it's easier to just like accept what you bring to the table.
Yeah. That works out all right for me.
Yeah. And you also had like a pretty solid concept to start with as well, of what you wanted out of it.
Yeah.
I think all three of us have sometimes been like, yeah, I don't really know, like, I don't really care about that.
Yeah, exactly. I've definitely been like that.
Yeah, and so in those situations, it's more like we'll spend more time
together,
being like, is this better or is this better?
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
You do really like Kabutops, but you're a sucker for ornate headpieces? It's not even that ornate, really.
It like an ornate samurai helmet.
Yeah. All right. That's that one then.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Aerodactyl. So this is the one that I think I'm gonna be talking you through, like, you know,
Right.
the sort of compromise we came to on, because I already showed you this.
Yeah. Let me get that pulled up.
Okay.
All right. First, tell us what your idea was for the sketch that you actually sent, and then we can talk about what my feedback was.
I wanted to do Aerodactyl's body, like, partially in the amber, as well as amber pieces, and I wanted to reference, some more modern paleo art we have of, pterodactyls, and our conception of, like, dinosaurs and those sorts of animals that we have now, versus when this Pokemon was made. And I also referenced Mega Aerodactyl, because it's just a more interesting looking Aerodactyl.
Yeah, I'm really not a fan of like Mega Aerodactyl. I think it looks ugly and a bit like over the top, but it is the only Kanto fossil that actually looks like a rock type.
Yeah, I think like I think it's what Aerodactyl should look like, because Aerodactyl is just like, hi, I'm a pterodactyl.
Yeah.
Like, so if you were gonna show me like Mega Aerodactyl next to Aerodactyl and be like, which one would you prefer? I'd be like, the one that actually looks interesting.
Mm-hmm.
But that's just me. Like,
yeah, I would like Mega Aerodactyl much better if the spikes were just a little bit smaller. But
yeah, that'd be fine too. I mean, it's okay. So going to your feedback on him, you didn't want the whole body in the amber, right? You just wanted like part of it.
Yeah, I know. I really like the idea of having the amber on it.
Yeah.
But because canonically it's not like an actual Aerodactyl or even any piece of an Aerodactyl that's encased in amber. It's a bug that has Aerodactyl blood in it. It's basically Jurassic Park, right?
Yeah, the problem with that is like there's no mosquito Pokemon.
Yeah. Well, there's Buzzwole.
That's an Ultra Beast.
But yeah, so to me, just like lore wise, it doesn't make a lot of sense to have the body completely encased in amber. But
So
like, it is still in amber, so like it makes sense to have the amber on it.
So I was thinking like an amber, almost like a chest plate, because you suggested like a necklace. So I was thinking, you see how Mega Aerodactyl has like those 3 sort of stone bits on its chest?
Yeah.
I was thinking like a chest plate, like a knight or something might kind of have that sort of shape.
Okay.
With the amber.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I was thinking of the amber necklace just because like an amber necklace is like an actual thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I like the little like assortment of pieces of amber on its chest, and we can make that bigger.
Yeah.
And I definitely like what you did with the face, and having like little pieces of amber making the horn and making the eyebrows similar again to Mega Aerodactyl, and we can definitely put it on the wings and that spike on the back as well.
Yeah.
Can we make the wings bigger relative to the body?
Sure.
I don't think we should actually use the art on the bottom left because it wouldn't show the chest.
Yeah,
but that is my favorite Aerodactyl art, and part of it is that it just like the wings look much bigger relative to the body.
Yeah, sure, we can make the wings bigger.
Yeah. But yeah. Should we use? Do you want to use Mega Aerodactyl as the pose base, or would you prefer one of the other two?
Top right. That one's
right,
fairly
modern.
Similar to Mega Aerodactyl as well, right? But it's not. Yeah. But I think it's got the more interesting, like, just the more dynamic pose than Mega Aerodactyl, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Just like the slight changes to its like the angle that it's at.
If we're drawing it with the mouth open, does it have a very like blocky bottom jaw like it does in the official art?
Probably not. Probably more natural looking.
A little bit more narrow ending.
Yeah, more narrow. Yeah.
Okay. That's a relief.
Yeah, I tried drawing a bottom jaw that looked like that initially, and I was like, oh god, that's so ugly.
Yeah. It really is.
The black color was... I picked that one because I wanted it to be kind of silhouetted, like the body inside the amber, which we're not doing that as much now. I'm trying to remember why I picked the blue. There was a reason for it. Oh, yeah, it was some paleo art I saw, like, a handful of paleo art I saw of Ludodactylus, actually had blue on it. So, that's where the blue came from. Thought it might make a nice contrast to the yellow as well.
No, I like the colors. And we're just replacing the hand entirely with a spike, right?
Yeah.
You dislike the colors personally, but, well, and, like, the colors aren't going to be exactly what they are in the sketch anyway.
No, yeah. Like, I tell Libris every time, like, it's just, I use what markers I have.
Yeah. I'm going to have to adjust that wing. But... Oh, and I noticed that you didn't give it the pointy devil tail.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't think that was necessary.
Yeah. It feels like to me, like a fairly iconic part of Aerodactyl, but it certainly doesn't feel like a required part of Aerodactyl.
Yeah. If he looks plain without it, we could add it on.
Right.
To me, it's not something I personally think of when I think of Aerodactyl, so... But I don't often think of Aerodactyl regardless, so there's that.
I think I used to like Aerodactyl a lot more than I do now.
Like,
I remember using an Aerodactyl in like in Coliseum, like Mount Battle, maybe.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Neat.
I remember having an Aerodactyl that I liked using for those kinds of things, but it really isn't a very exciting Pokemon.
No.
I think
Like,
probably the thing that I like the most about it is simply that it's a fast attacker with so it has high speed and high attack, and that's exactly the kind of Pokemon that I like to use.
yeah.
But other than that, it's really not that interesting.
Yeah. I think my favorite, as a kid, my favorite of the fossil Pokemon, like the Gen 1 fossils, was Kabutops.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's Omastar.
Interesting.
Not because of Twitch Plays Pokemon. I just like mollusks more than I did as a kid.
Fair enough. Did Twitch Plays Pokemon make you like it less?
No. I was
Okay.
pretty indifferent to the whole Twitch Plays Pokemon thing when it was happening. I never watched it. I was like, oh hey, people are talking about Omastar. That was about it. I liked that a Pokemon I like that maybe doesn't get a lot of attention was getting attention.
Mm-hmm. I never watched it like live, but I really liked the idea of it, of like not like the collaborative gameplay, and then on top of that, also the collaborative storytelling that was happening around
Yeah,
it.
it was pretty cool that
Yeah.
you know everything that was happening around it. Yeah.
How could you forget the episode Island of the Giant Pokemon? I mean, I remember the idea of it. I certainly don't remember the details of it.
Yeah, I don't remember anything about it. I remember so little about the anime, the early anime.
Yeah, I mean, I've been remembering more of the anime just by watching Ace Trainer Liam's WTF moments, because it's a really good series, but I don't think I used Aerodactyl in Stadium. It's weird. I have a vague memory of like maybe actually using it in Stadium, but I know that the one that I like prepared for more serious battling was in Generation 3. So it couldn't have been in Stadium. It must have been in Coliseum. Yeah. How does that look? Aside from me having to like add all the details.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess I didn't put any of the chest plate on it.
Yeah,
I can do that
yeah.
first. Did you have a particular idea of like what shape that would be, or just more or less like the Mega Aerodactyl one?
Kind of like the Mega, but like maybe more like I don't know. Sorry, I'm trying to think. Actually, yeah, kind of like the Mega, but like instead of being 3 separate pieces, they're like connected.
Oh, okay, okay.
So almost kind of like heart-shaped-ish. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe we can make it that shape without making it look too much like a heart. That
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, don't make it look too much heart-liked, but that sort of shape.
Yeah. What if we put a little bug-like spot in the chest plate?
Sure.
I can draw something a little bit more descript than that. But that might be a fun like little detail to have as a reference to the idea that it was from an encased bug.
Yeah.
I don't know, something like that.
Sure.
Yeah. Alright, gotta clean that up a lot, especially the face, but I like it.
Max Millark mentioned that we should probably make the wings a little more connected to the thighs, like an actual pterosaur. That might look interesting.
Connected to the thighs. Yeah.
Like kind of like how a bat has, yeah.
Yeah, no, it's just I'm just trying to picture in this drawing how the like arc of the wing is gonna end up, but yeah. But yeah, no, I like that idea. Aerodactyl was your favorite fossil Pokemon until Amora and Auroras. I can't say that I had a very like strong opinions about the fossils. Like every time that I play through a Gen 1 game, I struggle to decide whether I want the Helix Fossil or the Dome Fossil because I like both of them more or less the same. And Aerodactyl is not that much different. It's a little bit more special because it's the one that you have to like go out of your way to get. But what else do we have? Oh, Gen 3, Gen 4. Yeah, none of the fossils are really like that stand out to me, honestly.
Like Arctivish and Cradily.
I definitely like the idea of the Galar fossil Pokemon a lot. Even though like none of them particularly stand out to me.
Yeah. Max Millark, the rainbow color on Omanyte and Omastar is from Ammonite. It is a mineral made out of fossilized ammonites.
And it's iridescent.
Yep, it's very shiny.
Yeah. You love Amargasaurus. Favorite eel-like dinosaurs. You're really happy to see it. I guess my favorite fossil was, or I guess still is, Bastiodon, because I do really like ceratopsids, but yeah, like none of them are that like stand out to me. Eiscue is a dinosaur. It's true.
I mean, a lot of flying types are dinosaurs.
All of the bird types are anyway.
Kabutops was based on pyrite because there are actually pyritized fossils. I own a couple like really crappy looking ones that I found at this one fossil hunting place near me. And by fossil hunting place I mean like it's the ridge behind like a Days Inn or something, and next to a Circle K, and you just go there and find fossils.
Oh, okay. Like yeah, like it's just a place where you can go and you may find a fossil.
Yeah, it's well, you'll basically be tripping all over them because it's just this big hill covered in shale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have the Burgess, I think is what it's called, Burgess Shale.
Yeah.
Formation here in. It's by the Rocky Mountains, so the one time that I went to visit the Rockies, we stopped by there.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. I can't remember now if it's on the British Columbia side of the Rockies or in the Alberta side of the Rockies, but close enough.
Cool, though. Yeah, the sad thing about that one fossil place is you don't usually find trilobites there, so if I wanted to find a trilobite, I'd have to go a little further.
Yeah.
I found like a lot of crinoids though, so a lot of leaps.
Oh yeah, okay. The one time that I went to Burgess Shale, we were on a road trip to the Rocky Mountains, so we only stopped there like relatively briefly. We didn't like spend time there looking for fossils or anything like that. The one trilobite fossil that I have, I bought in a store.
Yeah, no, I don't blame you. They're cool.
The tail that we have right now is fairly like nondescript. I wonder if we should have a spike of amber on the end of it.
The end of the tail?
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, we could do it in that sort of devil fork.
Oh, that's true.
Not devil fork. You know what I mean?
Did Tito's you find Armaldo to be one of the most interesting and in-depth fossils? I definitely liked it a lot.
Yeah, Armaldo's pretty cool.
In Gen 3, yeah.
Okay, see you, Ethan.
Bye, Ethan. I think this looks really good.
Yeah. Great.
Do you think the head looks too big compared to the body?
I think it's alright.
Okay.
Because, like, especially if you look at some of the pterodactyls I referenced, they got, like, long heads.
Oh, they have giant heads, I know.
Yeah.
But, you know, for a Pokemon.
yeah. I think the head looks fine.
Okay, yeah, I know, I'm really happy with it. Are we good to put on the colors?
I think so.
Okay. I think this is my favorite one from today's batch.
Really? Cool.
Yeah. I like, not that I disliked the other ones, but like I think this might be the one that best combines looking like a Pokemon, your concept of like having the mineral that it comes from incorporated into the body, and just looking really cool.
Nice. The Aerodactyl has amber on it. It does.
For the like main body color, regular Aerodactyl gray.
Sure.
I'm thinking more like the top left art. That's more like an actual gray rather than a bit of a purple tinge.
I agree. Yeah, go with the top left.
And I think now that we don't have the wings coming out of an amber shell, the main part of the wing should be gray as well.
Yes. You quit. Sharon, how'd you do otherwise?
We were just gonna ask you. We were like, well, next time Sharon shows up, we should ask him how he's doing.
Yeah.
If he's still going, I'm guessing he's doing okay, but maybe not after all.
Yeah.
win, loss, loss, loss. Was meaning to do maybe another round just because best of 3 practice is hard to come by, but I felt like my brain was goo after the whole 4th round.
That sucks.
Yeah. Do you have any intention of like going to a live event sometime? That question was directed at Charon, but actually to you as well.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh,
Have
no,
you ever
I don't
been
play.
to a live event?
I don't play competitive enough.
Well, not even to watch?
No, I don't typically watch people play competitive
Oh, okay.
either. Yeah. Like, if I watch stuff like that, it's like highlight reels. Like, even for other games I play, like, more of, like I've been playing Smite lately, but I don't watch, like, I tend to not watch the, like, you know, competitive Smite players. I just watch, like, the highlight reels afterwards.
Okay.
Because it's like, I don't want to watch a whole, like, hour-long, usually, game, you know, kind of thing. Well, in Smite, that's how long, like, Conquest takes. I don't play that game mode anyway, that much. Because everyone in there's a dick. Because it's a MOBA, everyone in, like, the MOBA game mode's a dick. And then you get into, like, the for fun game mode where all the casuals, like me, play, and it's like, yeah! Like, everyone's just having a good time, jump up and down before the battle starts.
I enjoy watching like high level competitive Pokemon.
I should probably watch games of it sometime just to get an idea of what it's like. But
If you've never watched one before, like I would recommend you just tune in when they're doing like at least finals for Worlds, because those battles tend to be pretty exciting. But that's a good place to start. Start with the most exciting ones.
yeah, it's a Sharon. It's like I said, you don't like my designs anyway, so it's fine. Look, it's a rock type. It's got to be kind of rocky.
Yeah. Yeah, no, and I don't particularly like the way that Mega Aerodactyl does it either, but I think the way that it's done here, it's like much more elegant.
Yeah. Like, Mega Aerodactyl goes a little overboard in some places.
Yeah, exactly. How's this for a blue color?
Wait until it shows up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, that looks good.
There's North America International Championship coming up as the next big event before Worlds. Would recommend tuning in on the official Pokemon channel. Commentators and presentation are honestly incredible at this point. Yeah. The Pokemon commentators are really good. this shade of blue makes you think of ice. I mean, it's blue, so like the particular color is either going to make you think of ice or water,
or flying, which
or flying.
To me, it makes sense to have that on like the underside of the wings.
Yeah.
Yeah, like camouflage.
Flying is more of a like feels more like a more desaturated blue.
Yeah, but what I mean is like that's kind of like a sky blue almost.
Yeah.
So like prey looking up from the ground, you know.
Oh, good point.
Yeah.
It's counter shaded.
Exactly.
Well, maybe we can desaturate and lighten it more.
Okay.
That went too far. I didn't have the preview checkbox on, so I was like, I'm not noticing a difference, and then
whoa, yeah, that looks about exactly the same as the yeah.
I guess we could make the gray darker.
The blue it was at initially worked.
You like that better?
Yeah.
Okay. There you go. Yeah. I want to try the darker gray just to see how it looks.
Sure. Good luck, Taryn. I don't know if anyone I know has an authentic Sinistea. I mean, if anyone I know did have one, it would be either Banana Meaty or her husband, but I don't know if they do.
It's a mentally challenging one for sure.
Oh, thank you.
What do you think of the darker gray?
It makes it feel more dinosaur-y, yeah.
Yeah, and I think it gives better contrast to the design as a whole.
Yeah.
Like, I like the light gray, but just like the light gray, the bright yellow, the bright blue, it's all very like
pastel.
Cartoony.
Yeah. Yeah, I like the dark gray, yeah.
Okay.
I'm cool with that. Oh, shiny authentic. Shit. Okay,
well,
have fun going insane.
I think we're done, so we can have a look at all of them.
Yay!
There is Ammonite and Omastar. Yeah, I like Ammonite, and Omastar certainly feels like an improvement over it. Now that I'm looking at it again, maybe the shell needs to be a little bit bigger relative to the head, but like just like scale up the shell. But
for which one?
For Omastar.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. But let's have a look at the other ones. There's Kabuto. And Kabutops, which I like as well.
Yeah.
Of these two, I think I do prefer Kabuto. The way that the face ended up, I really like.
Yeah, he's cute.
Yeah. Yeah, it's got like a nose.
Yeah, yeah. I like both of them, but the pose worked very well for Kabuto.
Yeah. And then of course Aerodactyl, which is definitely my favorite of the whole batch.
Yeah, no, Aerodactyl came out very good. They all came out really good.
Yeah. So let me go back to Omastar and just see if I can make the shell a little bit bigger without having to like redraw too much of it.
Yeah.
The colors will have to be done separately, but
Yeah.
yeah, I like that better.
Great. Looks very good.
Can I relatively easily, even if very roughly,
Adjust the
just
the
break
color
out the
palette.
colors just so we have a better idea of what it looks like?
Yeah, yeah.
Because I did all the colors on the same layer because it's just a sketch color anyway, but
Mhm. Yeah.
if I just do that. Perfect. Yeah,
Yeah.
that feels more like a... feels a little bit more intimidating that way, I think.
It does, yeah, definitely. Almost feels like it could be like somehow related to old like slow bro. Not our slow
Yeah,
bro.
it's the slow bro. It's the thing that actually bites Slowbro's tail.
Yeah. It was. Yeah, not our slow bro though. Our slow bro looks like it has a proper cloister
yeah.
mutant.
Well, this went much faster than I was expecting.
Yeah, hopefully you can still catch some of the game.
Yeah, I mean it's only been on for 20 minutes, so I can definitely catch at least the full second half.
Woo!
Yeah. Thanks, guys, for hanging out with us.
Yeah, thank you everyone.
And since you guys are here, I'm gonna remind you again that anyone who becomes a patron by the end of this month can get a free 30-minute commission of whatever you like, as well as all the normal Patreon perks. So, yeah. And if you haven't watched yesterday's video yet, I recommend that you do. Even if VGC is not your thing, that's what the video is about. Even if VGC is not something that totally interests you, I think it was a very I really enjoyed looking into that topic. So, when are we doing the next one of these? Let me pull that up.
Looks like it'll be probably the 9th
Where is my calendar?
of July.
Yeah, correct. July 9th should be our next one. And we'll be doing Snorlax and the Dratini line? Oh, we might have to talk about that because originally we were going to do one stream for Ammonite Namastar, one stream for Kabuto and Kabutops, and then one stream for Aerodactyl and Snorlax just because they're the two like single Pokemon that are left.
Yeah.
But now that we've grouped all of the fossils together, what comes immediately after Snorlax is the legendary birds, and it doesn't feel right to stick Snorlax and the legendary birds
No,
together.
because the birds we were doing something special for, remember?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We're hopefully gonna do something that's gonna be really cool. But so I guess the question is it better to move the Dratini line up so that we do like Snorlax and Dratini line, and then we have the birds, and then we have the Mewtwo's, the Mews,
I vote for that.
rather than doing the birds next and then doing Snorlax and the Dratinis.
Yeah, I think it would be cool to have all the legendaries at the tail end.
Okay, sounds good. So hopefully I will come up with something for Snorlax, and hopefully Banana Meteor will be ready with something for Dratini next month.
Yeah. And remember to show me your Snorlax stuff, because I'm listed as a co-lead on Snorlax. Like I said,
Yeah.
I have my requirements are basically like, I want that Totoro influence there. That's it. That's just like, if it doesn't look like Totoro, it's a no-go.
Yeah, I don't remember if at some point I had a more specific idea for Snorlax, other than giving it some Totoro influence. I'll have to give it some thought.
I'm looking forward to whatever you come up with, either way. So.
Yeah. Hopefully I'll have time. I have a very busy month ahead, but I'll come up with something.
All right.
All right, so see you guys all next month.
Bye, everyone.